Hey birds, my name is GlibWings, and welcome to the last episode of this game, of R-Type Final. Welcome back to another episode of R-Type Final, but also welcome to the last episode of R-Type Final. Now, again, this is another showcase Let's Play. This series hasn't really come a long way, again. Like, this is another series that hasn't really come a long way. Like, it's kind of a short-lived series. But these are always so fun. This is going to be another kind of heartfelt speech, I think, but I always love doing retro games like these. Just like these short-lived retro games, whether it's a full-on Let's Play of a retro game that I feel like I was good enough to record, or whether it's just a short-lived showcase Let's Play like this. Now, this is more of like a full-on Let's Play. It's kind of a showcase, but not really at the same time. But, yeah, I mean, I love this game. This is another game that I really like, and I started liking it a lot more recently when I picked it up after years of not playing it, or after like maybe like a few years or so of not playing it. And I gotta say, this is a cool game, and I hope some of you out there think that this is also a cool game, but yeah. Anyway, last episode. Let's make this count. Now, I will assure you, and there's three endings to this game, just so that you know, but we're completing the first ending, or like what I like to call the true ending. I believe this is the true ending anyway, which is the first ending, which is called FA, and then there's FB and FC, for F being for final. But yeah, I will assure you this level is one of the chillest levels out of all of them. You do have to have a good understanding of what you're doing in this level, obviously, but it's a pretty laid back level. Like even the boss fight for this level is pretty laid back, and you'll see why. I used to, yeah. Anyway, I'll explain things about the boss when I get to the boss, obviously. But anyway, let's make this count, and we're gonna be using Eclipse, because I mean, it doesn't really matter what ship I use for this, because, yeah, it just doesn't matter for this level. I mean, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. I just like using Eclipse. Eclipse is a cool ship. I actually even drew Eclipse. The Bido are a man-made nightmare and cannot wake up. None of us can. The Bido. This is a message from the Bido. From recovered voice recorder. That was a voicemail, if I had to assume what that was. Oh yeah, I guess a little bit of background and lore. I'll even be getting into lore when we get to the boss battle. But, yeah, the Bido throughout all the games are what the humans made. So that's kind of like the lore of this game, is like, the humans decided it was a good idea to make the Bido, and it was a mistake, and now the humans that are in the ships have to suffer the consequences because of their actions. So I guess I wasn't really going to talk a lot about the lore, but that's basically some of it, and I'll explain a little bit more later on here when we get to the boss battle. Oh boy, don't kill me. Okay, well, I'm dead. I got scissored. I got scissored very badly. Alright, note to self, don't get scissored. Alright, come on, hit it. Yeah, the only way to take out like the ones that you can't take out is by taking out the red, or the red little guys. So the red little guys are like the source. If you take out those, it takes out everything else, whatever the red guys are attached to. So yeah, don't get scissored. All right, that's a good place. All right. Alright, this is probably going to be the most difficult part. Of all the parts, this is the most difficult. I hope I didn't jinx myself by saying that, but it is true. This is one of the most difficult parts out of every part in this level. But if you have Eclipse, this part's actually not too hard, actually, to be honest. I say that as I die. But anyway. But yeah, it's much easier with red. Using the red power-up for this is a lot simpler. Also, we have full dose now. So we could ult, but I really just want to save my ult. Actually, wait, this level isn't really a level I really need to save my ult for, so I'm actually just going to ult right now. Oh boy, this is not helping. I just died. Alright, yeah, note to self, don't collect any of the other power-ups if you can try not to. Alright, well, yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey birds, I'm back. Here we go. Let's go. If I can get to that one. There we go. Now we're clearing. Now we're clearing like we really mean it. Oh man, it's hard to dodge the blue one. The blue one is very difficult to dodge, like the blue power-up. The truth is, you don't need the blue power-up. It actually makes things worse if you grab the blue power-up. But yeah, so that's how you clear that. Not the easiest thing in the world to clear, but you know, still made it. Alright, this, if you have an ult, use it now. Because otherwise you're going to be spending forever just getting to the middle of that spiral. It's basically just a spiral that you got to follow, and if you don't have an ult, which I have had times where I didn't have an ult, you just got to make it to the middle without getting killed. Because there's barriers all around you. The only thing you can shoot at is something that isn't a barrier, essentially. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, like I said, if you have an ult there, use it, because you don't really use much of an ult in this level anyway, so, or you don't really use an ult for the boss anyway. Like, the boss can easily be taken care of without an ult, so should be fine. Oh boy, okay. That was a bit aggressive. Alright, let's grab our missiles. I think we had missiles before, I'm not too sure. Alright, I think it's after this part. Yeah, I think it's after this part we'll be dealing with something that you don't really want to move at all with. Sometime after this. Yeah. Oh wait, no, not yet. Alright, so now we should be... Oh yeah, yeah, you want to move quickly away from that. In this part, you just want to try to get the middle, because if you can get the source one, which is the red guy, then you should be fine. Oh man, it's so hard to get the red one. This one, you want to go like that, and try to shoot for the middle if you can. If you can't, just wait. So... there we go. Yeah. Getting rid of the red guy always gets rid of the rest of them if the red guy is attached to the rest of them. Alright, here we go. This is the part where you don't really want to move at all. You just want to stay in the center. This is about the tightest squeeze that you have to deal with in this game. You want to make sure that you're pretty much perfectly in the middle. Otherwise, it's not going to go down well for you. It's just going to be very difficult if you're not in the middle. But yeah, this is about the tightest squeeze that you can get in this game without dying. Because it's like perfectly set up with your ship. You can extend your force if your force extends like this one. But, yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's basically that. Alright, now, we're gonna want to charge up, and I'll tell you why. Because when everything's been said and done, we are now at the boss. Now, this is where I get to explain a little bit of lore here. Now, in R-Type Final, or in the R-Type games, you fight a lot of cores, and this thing is called a core. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to put your force in the center, and it will get stuck like that. And then you want to launch your full blast at it like that. And now, for the last final blast, it will launch these things at you. And now what you gotta do is you have to wait for your final. So your gauge broke, so now you gotta wait for your final to charge up for one final blast. Now the thing about this core is, the reason they call this game R-Type Final is it wasn't an over-exaggeration. Like, this really was the final game before the company disbanded. And basically, in this game, when you fight this core, the reason this is the true ending is because when you fight this core and you destroy this core, you have basically destroyed, basically you've been in search of the right core, and you basically just found the right core and you destroyed the right core. And once you destroy the right core, all peace is restored. So basically what this game is about is finding the right core, and you found the right core and you destroyed it, and you win. Also, I've been talking this whole time and I could have let go of my blast, but I wanted to explain that bit of lore, is that this is just the right core, and when you destroy it, you finally destroyed the right core. So anyway, let's blast! Yeah! It took me so long to figure out how to beat this boss. I actually had to look up what you're supposed to do. But yeah, you want to launch your force right in the middle, right at the very beginning. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard to get your force because it will latch onto it at the beginning. And yeah, now if we were playing story mode, there would be some credits and some music. But because we're just playing score attack, we just get this little bit here before we get this. So yeah, this was kind of a short-lived series. But I really love this game, and this game is a lot of fun. But yeah, like, that's been the entire game. That's been the series, that's been the game, and, well, quite frankly, that's been the video. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this game and this video. Yeah, this is what the game cover looks like. Right there. Crap, I just I just dropped it very briefly there. But yeah, kind of underwhelming without the credits playing over top, but yeah, like I said, that's been the entire game. So I guess this is where I do a little bit of a speech. Like I said, I really love retro gaming. It's a lot of fun, and I like showing you guys these games because this is a rogue PS2 game. This is probably a game that not a lot of you have seen, and I'm really happy to have brought this game to my channel and showing you guys this game because I really enjoyed this game, and I hope you guys did too. So anyway, guys, that's been the series, the game, and that's also been the video. So as always, birds, if you like the video, hit it like a window, play hard, take flight, GlibWings out.
Racist.
Equality.
Perspective.